You'll have to come look. Oh, cool. Finally went live. Good. Sean James, that's a new name. Hi, Dan Dan. Haven't seen you in a while. Oh, my nose. Happy New Year. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm not eating anything right now, Cali Nuts. I'm actually not eating right now. Yeah, I was gonna wait for a few more people to come in, but hey, Chibi Chibi. I wanted to clear a fucking few things up, because, like, I cannot stand people that say one thing and then, I don't know, just a bunch of flip-flopping fucking weirdos. Thank you, even though you couldn't see me, but thank you. So I remember a while back, everybody came to this, like, agreement that, you know, it's not doxing if you're just sharing information that was already online, right? Well, people are saying that I shared or that I doxed Q45's mom's obituary. I never did that. I never, ever, ever doxed an obituary. Ever. Yes, I did use an image of his mom that I found online. I didn't know it was attached to an obituary. Either way, he's done far worse now, so I don't really care. But I didn't dox anything. I didn't do that. I didn't dox anything. Nor did I say her name or insult her, anything of the sort. What else was I told today that I did? Oh, apparently Q45's telling everybody I swatted him. I didn't swat him. I didn't call the police and lie to them and say that he was online threatening to kill people and that he may or may not have a gun. No, yes, I did. I did call and file a report for harassment after 8 pizza deliveries and a plumbing company showing up to my house all within 45 minutes. Like, no, I'm over it. And just like I did with Alex, I will be taking this further. No, Joe, it's not. Swatting is when you, with false information, elicit the need for multiple armed officers. That's swatting. Q45 had 2 cops, show up to his front, lobby door and ring up to his apartment and tell him, there is, consequences for wasting that, for doing that. It's harassment. People don't realize, just like you can get in trouble for harassment face to face, you can get in trouble for harassment on the internet. The internet is not some anonymity thing where you can just do whatever the fuck you want. What else? Oh, Controlla saying how I'm going real life. Bitch, you go real life. Okay, so there was this channel, Slave with Dre, and I was really curious about the case, and it was really close to my house, and I, knowing that she didn't even live, the girl that I was trying to do a story on didn't live at the house that I drove by, I went and drove by it. I called after, Kay. It was ruining our New Year's. Like no, I called after. And the poor guy who came in the plumbing truck, it was his anniversary, so he got called in after hours for some prank bullshit. Like, I ended up giving him like $10 for, having to come in, like, just for no reason at all. No, why would they arrest a plumber? Anyway, so Controlla seems to think that her emailing the female of the house that she no longer lived in that I was driving by, she says that's not going real life. She also thinks that telling people to call my probation officer isn't going real life. And I didn't tell anybody to harass her methadone clinic. I did say, though, if you want to hit her where it hurts, go out to the methadone clinic. And I mean, I love how, she thinks she can just do low blows and be grimy as fuck. But whenever someone decides to be grimy back, they're pathetic. No control. You're pathetic. You're pathetic. You spend so much time online. It's disgusting. Like, literally go outside with your kid. Take your kid to a park and actually play with her at the park. Don't fucking sit there off on a corner making her play by herself so you can smoke pot and then leave when somebody else shows up. Like, a kid shows up for your kid to play with and you leave because you can't get high. Like, you're pathetic, Controlla. No, Joe, because there's plenty of conversation after that where Q45 talked about doing it. So, nice try, Joe. Happy New Year, DGAF. Thank you. Like, literally, go draw. How do I have no clue what I'm talking about, Cindy? Tell me, please. Please, tell me. How do I have no clue what I'm talking about? I'm waiting. Since you can come in here and say that. Does she take... I know she doesn't cook. You're right. She doesn't go to the park. I'm telling her to go to the park. I'm telling her. No, there was one time on stream, she did go to a park with her kid. She did go to the park with her kid. But she hid off somewhere on the side so she could smoke her joint. I know, Chris. I know. I know you wouldn't, Chris. Anyway, she ran off to just hide somewhere so she could smoke her joint and made her kid play by herself. And then as soon as somebody showed up with like a kid that she could play with, Controlla wanted to leave so she could go home, be on live, and smoke her pot still. Grappler. He wasn't a minor. I don't know why you keep thinking that he wasn't a minor. He has a baby face now at 25, almost 26. Y'all don't think that he probably had a baby face even when he was 19 or 20? No, she doesn't cook. She doesn't clean. She's not wife material. That's what I'm saying. She's pathetic. Cindy, you're being weird right now. No, I'm not denying it. I shared a picture of Q45 when he wasn't a minor. Ooh, last week. I actually cook a lot of food. I've done several cooking streams. Cindy is probably Controlla. Happy New Year. Kiss my cheeks. Well, actually, the burden of proof is on the accuser. And Q45 is accusing me of sharing a picture of him when he was a minor, so he needs to prove that he was underage. Because I found a picture that was posted in 2017, and in 2017 he was, 20? 19 years old? That's not a minor. Yes, Cindy. You're all Controlla. She's always talking shit about me, Grappler. What are you talking about? No, he didn't prove it. Listen, his first story was that he was at a school dance. And then his second story that seemed to stick was that it was a graduation. So I don't think so. He's not a minor. He wasn't a minor. You know, when your story changes, usually that means you're lying. Pixel Pixie, because she talks shit about how much time other people spend online. So yes, we will say something about how long she's online. I'm a pathetic hog. Yes, I am a pathetic hog. Eggplant pond. Yeah, no, yeah, okay, girl. Okay, Cindy, now you're just fucking being retarded. Okay, Pixie. You know, I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna get into that because I don't sit there and write down the times and dates. But I'm sure it's been shown enough how much time she spends online. No, Joe, he wasn't a minor. He was not a minor in the picture. No, exactly, Grappler. But I mean, what can I say about it? I did lie, but I admit to lying. I did lie. But you don't see that bitch doing it. So why are you even in here talking shit right now, Grappler? Are you dick riding for her? Why this split though? I'm not sure what you mean, Kiss My Cheeks. Hi, Dave. Yeah, she streams all the fucking time. But what did she say, Sassy? The first thing she said after she said what happened was she called me pathetic. So that's why I chimed in. No, she doesn't ever cook. Most of her meals are fucking pre-ordered where she's got to warm them up, throw them in a couple fucking cups or bowls to make it look like she cooked it. Like, I hate all of you equally. Okay, fair enough. Happy New Year, Swami. Thank you. Swami or Swami? I'm assuming Swami. Anyways, exactly, Flynn. That's what I'm saying. I don't Kiss My Cheeks. I don't know either. I remember we started like I don't know, falling, like getting like we were close, and then we started like not being close. But then I started getting upset because he would start like trying to humiliate me on panels and shit like that. And so I called him out, like, why are you trying to humiliate me? And exactly, thank you, Grappler. And I was telling her the same thing. Like, I don't recall being in Rick's chat when he was sending people over to her house, because I'm not cool with that, because she has a kid. I don't give a fuck about her. I care that there's a child there, and you sending weirdos to somebody's address. You don't know if that weirdo wants to come back after, like, no, that's messed up. Anyways, so I basically started calling him out about him trying to humiliate me, and then it turned into us just going at each other's throats. Like, I don't know. When I noticed the change was when me and him started like falling away from each other, if that makes sense. I know, Sassy. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I'm aware now that you are the one that brought it up. You know, and that's fine. And I just went in the chat and said something, so. Okay, that's cool. There you go, thank you. But rather than spending the time cleaning, I guess, during the day when your kid's gone at school and blah 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 blah, she does nothing productive but sit online talking shit about people. Like, I don't even know how all you guys do it. I don't know how Controller does it. I don't know how anybody can know as much as you guys do about every single beef that's going on. I don't get it. A BSR, I'll fucking kick you if you start talking shit. So that's fine. I'll post it, but don't tell me what to do, Grappler. Thank you. I'm more angered by that. Still no New Year's karaoke. I know. Well, I'm sick right now. I'm stuffed up. I can't even sing. Well, I mean, like literally, I'll start coughing and hacking if I do that. I'm not even gonna deal. I'm not even gonna care about pinning it right now. I want to clear something up, just because I think StreamYard is one of the best user-friendly platforms to stream live on. So I will go live on StreamYard, not planning on ever doing a panel. So just know that. Fuck you, Grappler. I got power here. It's my channel. Yes, I'm stuffed up, you dumbass motherfucker. Oh, I hate when people are dumb. I hate when people are dumb. Stop. Just stop being dumb. I have a home. Okay, well, that's because we're looking for the home we want. I don't have to work because I don't need to. I don't want to be married. I've said this a million times. So there we go. Bring your brand of chaos to the UFO community. I don't know. I like that kind of stuff. I don't know if I'd want to be drama over there. Like, I'm actually very fascinated by that kind of stuff. Now, do not, BSR, please don't be bringing the people over here that are just going to constantly trying to be joining my fucking panel and fucking doing some weird, nasty shit. Like, I don't want to deal with that right now. Imagine the type of house you could have if you got off your ass. Well, we could still have a really nice home. The problem is people jump to buying a home too quickly. Like, you know, we're going to be paying for that house for 20 years down the road. Like, I don't want to just settle with the first thing that we find. Like, I'm looking for a specific place, like specific area, specific, you know, yard. Like, I don't have my life together. Do any of us have our life together? Like, I'm fucking just got in trouble. Like, I'm getting it back. I'm getting my life back. He didn't avoid his firstborn, Grappler. He took care of his children. He didn't pay for his fucking lazy adult child. Okay, that's what that's for. Grappler, if you say that again, I'm just gonna fucking ban you. Go look up what it fucking actually means. I'm just gonna ban you if you say it again. Can I see that it's you, BSR? Please do something so I know that it's you and not just some fucking random weirdo. Okay, I see you're authenticated, so that's fine.
All right. Hold on, give me a sec, okay?
What?
So what's the issue today? Like, what's in your mind?
Well, which part of my rant did you come in on?
I just came in and I seen that you were talking about Controlla and you're threatening Grappler. So I just want to know.
I'm threatening Grappler with banning him? Is that what you mean? I'm threatening Grappler by banning him?
Like,
yeah.
Yes, like how is he upsetting you? What's going on?
Because he knows how to push my buttons and trigger me.
Amber, come on. You can't admit that on the internet. Like, if
Why?
he knows which buttons, because like here's the thing. If you tell people what works you up, then they're gonna keep pressing those buttons. And like you're kind of giving them power here, Amber. Like
I know that. And Grappler already knows that. But that's the problem. It was, I guess, a little too late. My issue is Controlla being a fucking hypocrite and encouraging people to call the police on me. But well, I mean, you heard most of the rant. I'm just. Isn't she your best friend? Right? You guys are best friends now.
Well, she was kind of dissing me on her stream earlier. Kind of confused about that. But like seriously though, Amber, it's like, you know, I heard that like you judged Controlla for like having your kid in the background, but listen, I couldn't help but notice that you have your kid in the background as well.
I don't judge her for having her kid in the background.
You see how that's like a two-way street, like.
But I don't judge her about having her kid in the background. I've never said anything to her about her child being on stream.
All you do is talk about her kid.
I talk about her not like taking her to the park or playing games with her or helping her with her homework. Sure.
Yeah.
But I don't ever say anything about her having her kid in the background because I'm not going to yell at my child, hey, go away so I can sit here and stream and not like, no, I don't, I've never judged her for that.
You know, this kind of seems like the bad moms club.
I mean, it's
Where
not the first I've heard that before, but so
yeah.
I agree. I disagree, but
Okay. Well, all I've noticed, like, listen, you have different moms on the internet, like pointing the fingers, like who's the more worst mom, right? Who's the worst mom part of the sector, right? And people point to Trisha, right? Amber, they could point to you. People point to Conchola, and for the most part, it's like it seems all a bit hypocritical, to be honest.
no, it is.
Like
It is 100%.
It's just really strange to me that, like, you know, if I was a mom or a dad, right? If I'm a dad, if I have my kid, I would keep them off the internet, right? And so that way people won't talk about, you know, my parenting or constantly bring up my kid, because I'm going to leave them off the internet because it's separate, right? Because what happens on here, is not meant to involve children, right? And hey, like I've said that a lot, but it's like all I hear on here is like people talking about other people's kids, and like it's like kind of weird. It's kind of weird. You know, I want to be able to laugh at people without kids being brought up all the time. You know what I mean?
I don't necessarily talk about her kid though. Like, I've never like insulted her child or talked about her child. I talked, I guess, about her parenting more than anything.
That's true.
And no, I'm not the perfect parent, and none of us are. And so I agree with you about it being hypocritical. 100%.
Like, believe it or not, you probably wouldn't care, but some people think that you're the same as Controlla, right? People think Controlla's the same as Trisha. People think Trisha's the same as you, and you're all kind of wrapped up together for like being, you know, quote unquote bad moms. You know, I think that all of you guys would have some common sense to, like, you know, kind of just like leave the kids out of it, leave them off the live streams, and have it be separate. Because it's like, if you're tired of people bringing up your kids all the time, one thing that you can do to prevent that is, you know, not bring up your kid at all, right? Because that's separate, right? Don't bring up parenting at all, and have it be about you. It's your channel, not your child's. And if you don't want your child being brought up by some weirdos on the internet, just don't bring them up. You know what I mean? Like, keep that shit separate.
I wholeheartedly agree. I did make the mistake. So when I first started streaming, I wasn't like a gamer, so I didn't like get any introduction or anything to how toxic the internet really is until I first started streaming. And when I first started streaming, like, I wanted to stream like family stuff because you see other family channels, you know, whatever. Little did I know that they too get this weird, sick harassment type shit. They just don't talk about it or acknowledge it, you know, publicly. So I did make that mistake. But I do try and keep them off. I mean, obviously you'll hear them in the background every once in a while. But you know, if I, you know, sometimes I feel like I want to go live to discuss something, and I don't. I mean, it sucks having to wait till, you know, well, he goes to bed at like 9, but you know, it's no excuse. But obviously, he is more important. But I do try to not have him over there.
Yeah. Well, it's just, in my opinion, listen, I already told you, like, it's always wise to leave the kids out of it. I don't support. I honestly, like, I really don't support anybody bringing up anybody else's kids. I think it's kind of weird, you know what I mean? But it just seems like a lot of people around here like to compete to see who's the best parent. And honestly, I think one way to stop all of the banter, and I'm giving you the key, Amber, right? I'm giving these people the key. The one way to stop banter about, you know, your child, Controlla's child, Trisha's child, is to not bring up your parenting at all, and overall not bring up your child. But maybe that's easier said than done, you know what I mean? Sense, you know, like, your children are a part of your life, but
yeah,
separate that.
I understand what you're saying. Like, if there's no talk about anything even associated with parenting your child, then there would be no discussion about it. And it is easier said than done, unless everyone, you know, puts their head together and does it. So I mean, we shall see. I do understand what you're saying, yes, and I can see where people looking out from the outside in, like we know more about what we do off the internet with our children than you guys would see. So you guys are just assuming whatever it is you're assuming. So I can see also where that comes into play.
No, I mean, like, right on. It's definitely a weird thing. Like, I remember I tried telling Control in chat. This is kind of off topic, kind of. So Control told me that I'm supporting Rick because I'm linking his channel and I'm watching his videos. You probably know who Rick is, right? Do you know Rick?
Yes.
Okay. So, anyways, like, Control, she was skeptical. She was like, you're supporting Rick saying that my child is going to be doing this and that at the age of 13. I feel like if she watched my streams enough, she would know I called Rick crazy. He's kind of a funny guy, but where things aren't funny and like things get weird is, of course, when he's assuming things about children, doing inappropriate things by the time they reach 14. I said publicly in my chat room in my stream that I thought I thought it was kind of weird. I thought it was kind of like disgusting. I said, like, yo, like, did Rick really say that? Like, Rick, you need to calm down, bro. That's it. Like, man, listen, I just sit back and I kind of watch the fire, but I would also prefer kids not to be involved.
Right.
But
and I understand that doesn't necessarily mean that's one thing I've tried to explain to people, that just because I'm in someone's chat and maybe talking to either a couple people in the chat or not like attacking the streamer, it doesn't mean I'm supporting everything they do. Like, there's a lot of streamers where I'll say something like, hey man, like, that's not cool, like, what the fuck are you thinking? Doesn't mean I'm supporting that behavior. But Rick is a little wild, and I'm not gonna lie, like, he's done a few things where I kind of was like, whoa. But I just want to address real quick, Mermaid. So you're saying that about Rick, but what's interesting is you don't think that about Q45, who is pretty much the same exact person as Rick. So I would like to know your thoughts on that, Mermaid.
What did Q do?
Oh, he harasses. I don't even want to like really get started on the whole thing right now, but he lied and got caught. He lied to the police, said I was streaming, threatening to kill people, and got 6 cars, deep to show up to my house, thinking that I was in some weird manic fucking rage trying to kill people, and I wasn't even home or streaming.
Wow.
That's just the beginning of it. There's so much more. He's doxed my family members, my fiance. Yes, we've now at this point it's a back and forth. But yesterday on New Year's, he sent 8 different pizza deliveries to my house and a plumbing company.
Oh man. So let me go and ask you this. Okay. Now I don't know how long you have been beefing for, but wouldn't you say that's almost fair game when, forgive me for this, but you said that you wanted people to attack Control's methadone clinic. Like, when you say it's kind of fair game here, Amber, like, of course, going IRL is kind of
Coessa, why you forced me to the basement?
No,
Coessa, no. Coessa, not the basement. Not with the hamsters, Coessa, no.
I'm gonna stop it. I don't want to backstage you, but hold on. Let me finish talking, please. No, I understand what you're saying, BSR. As far as that goes, yeah, it is fair game. It's, what is it? All's fair in love and war, whatever that case may be. But you don't see me sitting up here denying that I said I'll go real life or blah, 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 blah. You have Controller, on the other hand, saying I don't go real life, even though I encourage people to contact your probation officer or, message people.
But
She's
Amber,
weird.
isn't it fair that you do whatever you desperately can to be in the center of anything? Like, literally
I love being center of attention. Sure. What's up?
Yeah,
What's your point?
so don't sit here and try to like act like you're explaining it on like a logical way. Like, you would literally
No, it is
jump
explaining
into
in a logical way. Just because I can explain something in a logical way does not mean I still don't like being the center of attention.
So,
like people should be able to take advice and be able to give the same advice. Like, I don't understand what your point is.
You should convert your channel to a gardening channel. Like, get like a little zen yard going out there. Like, what's going on with that yard?
My house looks nothing like that anymore. I've told you guys. I posted pictures the other day about
Where you at right now? Let's go outside and look at the yard real quick.
I'm not your monkey. This is mine.
I
This
didn't
is my
say you were
fucking
my
stream.
monkey. I'm
You
just saying, Amber,
you
get
can
up and get
invite
your
me
steps
on
in,
your
and let's go
channel and
outside
ask
and
me
look
to
at
do
the
that.
yard for a little bit. That's all I'm saying.
No, I'm good.
Like,
I'm good. I'm not. It's not what my stream's about right now. So, anything else?
wait, well, you don't like lines? Amber,
No.
then, what do you want? Then what's it about? What's it about, Amber?
I'll do it. I will do it for you. When you go live, you can invite me on your panel, and I will go put fucking lines in the yard with fucking rakes.
I don't want you
okay?
to put lines. You just said that you improved it. Like, why don't you do it?
I have. I posted pictures of it. I have been slowly
pictures?
doing
Pictures don't state anything.
it. Listen, I have streamed plenty of times with my yard. You guys have seen it updated. So I don't understand why doing it again will make a difference.
Fair, Amber, listen, I've seen your yard actually, and like I don't know if you still live in that place with like all the toys in the front yard and all that junk in the front yard. Owls, is he still live there? Or she? Is she still live there?
I stay in that house
so.
still, yes, but it doesn't look anything like that anymore. Like,
I mean, they were trying to diss on the RV, but I was like, fuck you guys. You guys can't say nothing. Like, you pressure wash that RV and give it a tune-up. That's like a $20,000 RV. Like, you can't hate on the RV. What I'm talking about is your little fucking rock. Like since you cannot keep a puppy alive in your house, you've gone to a rock collection.
I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna kick you.
You have like a fucking pet rock collection out there.
In my house
like, I don't
now.
understand. What?
Fuck.
To be fair, like your yard was like a huge mess.
No, it was. It totally was. At that point, I had just gotten the lawn furniture. My kid, I mean, I have a 2-year-old fucking kid who plays with all of his toys, and it's not some fucking Goodwill fucking like thing that Skelly was talking about. He has a sandbox and then like a little kitchen, you know, tent thingy that goes around it. And our last fucking the windstorm
Amber,
before that,
you mailed me a broken owl cuckoo clock. Like
it broke in the mail.
No,
it wasn't broken when I said it. Shut up, you crybaby. Shut up. I don't want to hear your voice.
If you're mailing a glass item,
this is mine. My
panel. Wrap it in bubble wrap? Wouldn't you wrap it in bubble wrap?
I wrapped that shit up.
You put it in a fucking envelope. It wasn't even in a box.
Yes, it was.
It was in an envelope.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was still fucking wrapped.
You put a glass cuckoo clock in a box.
I'm glad it broke. I'm glad it broke.
On the side of it, it said somewhat fragile.
I wish the rest of it broke.
So, like, what's stopping you from being able to show off the new and improved front yard?
I have already before shown it off. I don't. My phone's plugged in charging. I don't.
So maybe if you,
I know. I do find that concerning. Like, you're willing as like a middle-aged woman to come sit on the toilet and avoid your family to take a shit and argue with people randomly in the middle of the night, but you won't show off your own domain.
You think I'm literally taking a shit online? That's my office, okay? Don't knock my you're fucking you. You know what? You stream from your fucking laundry room. So what's the fucking difference?
But you know what? Hold on. Here, let me hit the rinse cycle. There we go, Big T. All right, but hey, are you gonna show us the yard? Like, what is going on? Like, look, see, like, I picture you being like, you know, one with the environment. I'm looking at you looking. Look, she's more concerned about the chat. Like, she doesn't care about any of this.
I pay attention to people, and like I wouldn't be streaming or even have this channel if people weren't here chatting in chat. So I think it's fucking rude to ignore chat. I mean, I don't know about you.
What's stopping you from showing off the yard?
Because I don't. It's not what the stream's about right now. And I'm my thing is I'm no longer going to be someone's little fucking puppet. Like I'm not.
You want to see the front yard? Like.
It's I mean,
let's take a look.
Maybe I'll go live later. I'll go live later just to show the yard. But I already posted clips just the other night, so.
What do you have to lose now? Like, why can't you do it now? Like, oh boy. Okay, so here it is now. I see it.
I love how she's like, I'm gonna go live later tonight. Like, you're gonna walk around with a flashlight showing off your front yard. Just like, oh, look at that.
Here it stays light till like 7 o'clock. So.
Okay, well, here. To be fair, how many rocks do you have in your pet rock collection?
I don't have any pet rocks. You're a weirdo. The fact you even talk about them or call them that just shows how weird you are.
Okay, then what do you got going on out there?
Your mom.
Oh wow, very original.
I don't know what else to say.
It's your yard.
Dirt. My yard is fucking dirt. I live in Arizona. I have 2 little gardens that fucking I have going still.
So what's in your garden? What grows in the gardens?
Well, nothing grows in the garden until I put it into the fucking dirt with soil.
Okay. Well, you just said there are 2 little gardens. So what? You're gonna take dirt and put soil on top, and then like, what are you gonna plant?
I don't fucking know. Sarge brought some fucking flowers home, and I fucking transferred them, and now I water them. They're pretty. That's all that matters.
What's stopping from planting grass?
Oh, well, nothing now, but I've already done it once, but I didn't realize there was a process, especially in the desert, so
no, well,
I'll be trying again.
Let's be fair. Let's be realistic.
Like a lot of people own the property. I also don't own the property, and so if I'm going to invest that much money and time, I would like it to be something that I own.
So why don't you invest like $20 a week into like getting a like a 5x5 square cut off of turf, so you can put like some turf out there.
I was looking into that. I was looking into doing that. Yeah.
And then you just go out there with a leaf blower, blow your turf off, so your child doesn't have to go out there and play in motor oil and dirt and nuts and bolts and.
It's just really hard. It's just really hard climate and environment.
Like your front yard looks like the other side of the fence in Sandlot 1. Like it's just like
I feel like Cujo's gonna come out. When you were trying to fucking not control of it, you actually were trying to point out how it's not that bad. But now you're on here trying to humiliate me and talk about how bad it was. So make up your fucking mind.
All I'm saying, Mickey Rourke, is if my baseball went over your fence, I'm not getting it.
Okay, fucking anorexic fucking carrot top.
Amber, like what Skelly said is true. It just seems like you go wide to get mad about something when nothing really involves you, and that's what I wanted to bring up.
It doesn't. If someone's insulting me and talking about me, that does involve me.
Yeah.
So right, I wanted to clear up a few things. That's why I came here. I didn't come here to fucking prove anything to anyone except clear up some stuff that keeps being said about me that's not true. Like saying about the fucking puppy. Skelly, I'm gonna fucking, you got something you want to say? Because I'm gonna fucking just kick you. I fucking can't stand that you do that shit.
That's Peace Oreo, I guess.
Oh my fucking god.
I don't know. Like.
They cannot.
Like Amber, like as far as I'm concerned, like nobody really brings you up too often. It seems like you want to have a problem because you're addicted to the drama. Like
interesting. So clearly you don't watch Q45 streams. You don't watch Controller's streams because they constantly talk about me. But then you should know they constantly talk about me.
Stop. It's me, you, and fucking BSR on a panel together. We're just like literally having a normal white person conversation about front yard landscaping and etiquettes, and that's you want to bring up Q45 and Controller like they have nothing to do with it.
I was just addressed. I was just said and told that I put myself in something that has nothing to do with me. That's not true. So I brought up them, for example, because they constantly talk about me.
It just seems like you wanted to derail it into something about Q and Controlla. When Skelly said we're talking about grass in your front yard that we are concerned about, I think that's a more tame conversation than talking shit about Q and Controlla. It seems
I wasn't talking about them. I wasn't talking about them until you just said that I insert myself where I'm not.
So you said you weren't talking to them, and then he said you insert yourself in shit you don't belong. Therefore, you literally brought up Controller and Q45 unprovoked.
Yes, because they do talk about. Well, then who else were you? What situations were you referring to then? That I insert myself into
your yard, and not having grass. Like
no, that doesn't make sense.
Number one.
He said I insert myself. To where I involve myself. Okay. He was talking about people. Or what are you personifying a yard now? Is that what you're doing?
Hold on, Amber.
I know you probably don't know what that word means, but it means giving human.
No, at this point, you're talking just to hear your own voice. Just calm down for a second. BSR.
Yeah, it's my screen.
Like no. So what I'm saying is like so. Let's be fair. Like Amber, you can't really say. Maybe her first relationship is questionable because, the guy, kind of knew Amber when she was young. But the second one, Amber,
I'm not even gonna let you do this on my fucking channel.
No,
so
Amber,
don't even go there.
You're not
do not even go there. You have your own channel that you can go.
Stop. I'm not even gonna let you do it. Let me fish for a second.
Fucking douchebag.
All right, let me set the weight. All right. Now, we would agree that your man's a little bit older, and like, there's nothing wrong with that. You guys have a legal relationship and all that, but you would understand with that age, like, you don't want him to fucking trip over your rock collection in the front yard. Like, you don't want him to fuck around. He's out there laying in the yard, disabled, clicking his life alert that lost connection. Like, you don't want that shit to happen. I'm not even like, no. I'm just saying, like, you got to keep this shit cool. So, like, what are we gonna do about the yard?
Something like that? He doesn't have fucking alert. I don't have a rock fucking garden.
Your rock pet's out there. I don't know.
He's probably in better fucking shape than you are, Skelly. Go fucking figure that out.
Like, you're over there trying to reenact the fucking Yuma, Arizona Stonehenge, some shit site over there. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're doing over there. Like, I feel like I'm an ancient alien. You're built like one of those tubby little aliens on Fifth Element and shit. Like I don't get it, big. I'm just trying to figure it out.
You just call me Big T. You just about called
me. Look, Mickey Rourke and Big T getting it. Like, yes, I know.
I mean, what's it like being bullied fucking your whole life in school that you feel like you gotta come online and fucking bully people? I'm sorry. No, that's the only thing that makes sense.
It seems like you enjoy the drama more than like anybody else.
You're talking about a yard and you're bringing up childhood trauma.
It's weird.
My goodness. I love drama.
Very weird.
I love drama. That's why I'm part of it.
Did you just say that you love childhood trauma? Well, explain some for us.
I said I love drama.
Oh, no, absolutely. I thought you said you love childhood drama.
I'm just figuring you out here. I'm just figuring you out here. I wanted to know. I was curious, what's it like being bullied your whole fucking life, and then so you got to do exactly to people what was done to you?
I was bullied my entire life, so I grew up to try to help somebody do some landscaping. Look! I'm over here with the straight guy type shit. I'm just over here trying to help you.
If you're so concerned about it, why don't you come over and do the landscaping for me? Take some time, vacation, and come help me out. If that's what you're so worried about, just helping somebody out.
Runs good in your bloodline. That's why you like to play with rocks and sticks and shit. I get it. But I'm just trying to say, can you not have a tripping hazard when you... How old is your man again?
It's quiet.
I'm not.
Are you embarrassed?
No, I'm not embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed. I just answered this a million times, and he knows how old he is. So.
Well, I don't know. So maybe you can tell me.
Go ahead, Skelly, and tell him how old he is.
No.
Okay. How about this?
It's all right. He's the one who's worried about it. He's concerned. He can go ahead and keep.
All right, Amber. Let's play a game. Name 5 objects in your house that is older than your husband.
That's not funny.
He's 71.
He's not 71.
Let's see you laugh. Bitch, you did too. It's fucking funny.
It was fucking funny.
You ain't got nothing in that fucking house older than 71
the house itself, okay, and maybe the rocks in my rock garden, okay. So,
man, I just don't know what it's like to drop down on your knees and get bursted with powdered milk every night. Like, I just can't get it, girl. I just don't get it.
What goes through your head?
What
goes through your head?
Amber, why are you making things so complicated? Like, I just want to know more about
No, I'm not making things complicated. Like, you guys are literally derailing this. Like, if you guys want to have, like, a mature conversation and genuinely have
conversation about Cuba Controller, like, come on.
Yeah. I wanted to clear a few things up. That's what I was doing. Like,
but then give it up. Like, you don't want to be the victim anymore? Stop bringing them up then, Amber. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Listen, stop it. Stop it right now. Stop it right now. I didn't go live first and start talking about controller. I'm fucking clearing up shit that she keeps fucking saying about me.
Amber,
so
that's
stop.
What you can do. I know. But if you don't enjoy the drama, then I would recommend just stop streaming completely. And if you're afraid that you're
I do enjoy the drama. Matter of fact, probably 90% of us enjoy the drama. That's why we're still here and we're still looking.
Yeah, I do. It's great. But like you cry a lot when like you're targeted, and so far I don't see like any okey dokes or receipts. Like these people are stomping on you, Amber, and like.
Do I cry?
Yes.
How so?
Well, before I got on here, you seemed pretty upset.
I was bitching.
Yeah.
I mean, I was complaining, but I wouldn't call that crying. I mean, if that's the case, then everybody cries because that's what they do. They go live and they bitch and moan. Not everybody, but the majority of the people involved are in this community and in this, drama that's happening now. Like, yeah, that's pretty much what everybody does.
So are you cut off from getting drugs from Curtis?
Oh.
Fucking Christ.
Oh.
Dude, no, I'm just saying, like, Amber comes over, Curtis is just like, hey, let's blow some dust. They're having a good ass time. He's like, Amber, take my food stamp card, go up to the store, let's go get some food, and let's have a little smoke and toke. You know what I'm saying? This bitch goes up and gets arrested and snitches him out. He was willing to buy, like, oh man.
I understand that, Sassy, and I get it. But then all the other stuff that she kept saying afterwards, like, I mean, I get it, but I'm still clarifying.
Any of that.
Happy New Year!
I have addressed it a million times, Skelly.
Happy New Year's, everybody. Skelly, BSR, Amber. You guys you're talking about the sobriety, and I wanted to bring that up because you said that you were clean for how long, Amber?
It's been a year and almost a month now.
When were you arrested?
November 26th.
So you were
2022.
Why? So all right. I might be wrong on the timeline. I was under the impression that you were arrested like 6 months ago.
No, November 26th of 2022.
Do you have your where do you you can't really prove sobriety. I don't know. That's kind of a hard thing to prove.
Well, I mean, I call in randomly every day for random business, and I'm not in jail, so there's that.
What you would have to do is you have to go off every single time that she's told you she was clean, and it turned out that she wasn't clean.
Yeah, well, I also wasn't on probation and having to call in every day for random UAs, so there's that.
Amber, everybody, deep breaths. Let's keep it collected. I want to hear what Skelly has to say, and I want to hear what you have to say. Let's go back and forth. That way, because if he's got a point, he's not yelling over you. Stop yelling over him, so that way we can keep the show flowing. I want to know all the lore about Amber.
How many pet rocks you have in your yard?
There we go. That's a good starter question.
I know he's not addressing me. I'm assuming he's addressing you. So.
No, I just feel like she's like smoking dope. She paints all the rocks. She thinks like they're in a Congo line in her front yard. She's doing swirls and shit. Like, it's impressive, but I'm just saying. One day Sarge is gonna walk out there, and Sarge is gonna hit that shit like marbles and shit, and fucking hit the ground. I'm just saying, like, I'm concerned about his safety. You should not have tripping hazards in the yard with disabled people around like that.
Is the 2-year-old Sarge's kid?
He's 3, and yes.
That's rough. So he had a kid at like 80?
Not at 80. No.
It's 70.
72. Okay.
No. He wasn't even 72. He's not even 70.
Any items in the house older than 71 years?
Yes, why are you so afraid to tell me the age of
I'm not afraid.
So,
I'm not afraid at all. And I'm matter of fact, I'm not afraid of anybody.
Okay. It's fine. You just tell me the age of this guy that you're seeing, and it's cool. It's cool.
Oh, her chat spam's 71 years old.
I'm gonna go ahead and let Skelly continue to.
I'm not saying anything. I'm trying to talk about your. I came in talking about your yard, and you're the one that brought up, Big T, Q45, all this other stuff. I just asked, hey, what's up with Curtis? Are you guys still friends?
Kate, there was only 3 of you in my chat yesterday that were modded. Now, after I'm done dealing with this, everybody's the rest of them are going to be unmodded. So just stop.
Wow.
Oh, there's going to be
wow.
So, hey, what if there's a loose nut in the chat? Nobody's gonna be able to tighten it up. All right, like we're all fucked now.
I'll be able to tighten it up because I don't ignore chats. So
you should give RG a wrench. RG is a good dude. Is he in here? He's always a good mod. He plays it down the middle and is fair. Same thing with Mo.
Anyway,
sorry,
65.
So, would you? I mean, like, okay, would you think of Sarge as like a cult leader? Does he believe in like multiple wives? Because like with this rock collection you got out in the yard, it could be like your own little Salvation Mountain. Like you can make your own Slab City, get Sarge, some more wives, but I don't know. Like, I mean, usually like the Messiahs are a little bit older and shit. 71, that's pretty dusty. It's pretty dusty. Doesn't he qualify for Meals on Wheels in the state of Arizona? Hold on, let me check real quick.
Wait, Feds just said a really funny comment. Is he old enough to know about a world without plastic? Yeah, I think so, Fed. He's probably from like before the what's it called, the Great Depression.
What age do you require for Meals on Wheels in Arizona?
Did he live during a food line? Like
Meals on Wheels. Meals on Wheels focuses on caring for individuals whose diminished mobility makes it hard to shop for food, prepare meals, or socialize with others. Generally, programs serve adults 60 and over, although age requirements can vary by program and areas served.
You should get him Meals on Wheels since you can't make it through the local grocery store without getting arrested for possession of meth. People depend on you bringing food back, and you're over there getting locked up. I'm just wondering.
Are you done now?
Is there any special rules with the pet rocks? Like, do you not like feed the pet rocks after midnight? Like, you don't get them wet? Like, how are you done?
Skelly, you spend 95% of your fucking online time obsessing over one fucking person. So much so that your wife fucking left you and your best friend wants nothing to do with you. So I suggest you quit talking shit about me.
Damn, dude. How are you gonna bring up a man's wife?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Listen, if he's gonna try and kick me where it hurts, I'm gonna fucking hit him where it hurts. Okay, so I'm done with this. So, come on, man. Didn't you just say earlier, BSR, that all is fair? Take two to tango.
At least when my wife walked out on me, she didn't trip over my rock collection in the front yard. I'm just like, calm down.
I know she can't. You live in an apartment building.
Namaste.
I know, because Amber looks up my address. I love it when the cows fucking they were Google surfing you.
No, I don't know your address. You showed it. You showed your fucking. You were on the second story, and I could see the line of fucking shared.
No, like Amber, it's okay.
All the fucking same apartment complexes. So just shut the fuck up and quit lying.
Are you gonna send me a new cuckoo clock?
No, fuck you.
Why not? Number one, I will not accept your offer of intercourse. And why do you
absolutely did not offer intercourse? You are the farthest from anything I would ever sleep with.
I love how your kid's right next to you, so you continually mute yourself and then talk really loud.
My kid's not right next to me. See, why are you talking about
you keep muting yourself and talking in the background, Amber? I know.
You can't hear anybody in the background. My kid's not right next to me. It's fucking napping. You're a moron.
Turn on your camera.
Talking about shooting dust rope in the room. Wait a minute. Shut up. We're talking about weird degenerate shit and her kids in the room.
Yeah.
No, my child is not near me for the last fucking time.
Wait. Who's watching your unattended toddler right now then?
He's not unattended. He's in his room taking a nap, and his father is inside the fucking house. I don't leave my child.
Where are you at? Where are you at? Long pause because she has to yell at the kid to go away. Unmute yourself, Amber.
See what I'm talking about?
Come on, don't get slipped up.
Why do you keep talking about my child when BSR was just talking to me about how don't mention kids, don't mention the parenting? Why are you continuing to talk about my child?
Maybe you shouldn't come on stream and criticize somebody else for being a parent when you have to mute yourself every other word to block out your child that wants your needs right beside you.
Why are you lying? How am I blocking out my sleeping child? I'm fucking sick. Maybe I'm coughing. Maybe I'm muting in case what the fuck are you? Why are you obsessing over me muting?
In the background, you snitched
Why are you obsessing over me muting? You're weird. You're a weird little dude.
I will agree. We are all a little weird in the head because we do spend copious amounts of time on the internet bullying or being bullied.
Mm-hmm. I like how I have a big wolf photo and she called me little.
Amber, like you're not the victim here, to be honest with you. Like you actively tried coming to me and like you wanted to ask me to like target control when you actually.
No, I didn't ask you to do anything. We've already talked about this a million fucking times.
The first time I ever met Amber is she came in my chat and she's like, "Oh, you're making fun of this big T chick," but she tried to send me a Cash App to have me go after Alex.
Wow,
and
yes.
Fuck
yeah. Yes, I did.
Well, there you go.
No, I sent a Cash App and said, "Hey," I said, "Hey, you should look into Alex."
What happened?
I said, "Hey, you should look into Alex."
You want to send me money to look at internet videos? I'll take your money.
All right, thank you.
$5 and a broken cuckoo clock.
I'll pass on the cuckoo clock.
Doesn't Alex also hate Amber as well? Like,
yeah, Amber filed a police report on her, then befriended her, and then filed another police report.
That's fucked up, Amber, and like you're the victim of all this. Like, come on.
See, I don't see a victim. I see a badass drug user who's ready to whip it out at any moment and fuck with all of us. This is
you know what I hear? I hear a woman on mute because she's attending to her child.
Unattended child. God, I love the new year. It's already started off so fucking great. We got Blake getting arrested. We got Amber fucking freaking the fuck out. Oh. Still muted. Maybe it's the Sarge yelling at her to get off the internet and like get his food.
Bro, I'm just waiting for her to accidentally turn on the camera and just see like fucking Sarge sprawled out on a rock collection in the front yard. Bitch, I tripped. You know, like I'm just waiting.
I was muted because I was tending to something else in the chat. Thank you, and I had to switch screens. Again,
speaking of that,
why are you going to keep lying? Why are you going to keep lying and saying that I'm my unattended fucking child and I'm trying? Which one is it? Which one is it? If he's unattended, that would imply that I'm not near him. But now you're saying that you can hear him in the background. Shut the fuck up. And that's what I can't stand about you people. That's why none of you have any credibility, because none of you actually speak the fucking truth. You spread false narratives. You spread false narratives, and you twist shit to make it sound good, so y'all can fucking look like fucking. I'm not gonna even address any of this anymore. This is my fucking stream, my fucking channel, and I'm not gonna sit up here and let you guys keep fucking spreading fucking lies. So grow the fuck up. Okay. If you're gonna sit up here and try and give me advice on how I should handle not talking about my kids, blah 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 blah, then you're gonna turn around and fucking act like a child your goddamn self. I'm not gonna fucking do it anymore. I'm not gonna listen to it. So you guys can shut the fuck up and we can have like an actual conversation, or I'm just gonna kick all
reported among older adults each year, resulting in more than 32,000 deaths. Each year, about 3 million older adults are treated in emergency departments for a fall injury.
Amber, do you take recreational Adderall?
I've never taken Adderall at all, ever.
That's to be honest. Like,
I would say you sound like you're speeding right now. Like you're kind of manic. You're going up and down. You have the telltale signs of somebody on drugs.
No, yeah, okay. Or I'm upset that you guys keep sitting up here trying to give sound advice, and then you guys fucking act like children.
Wait, stop for a second.
No, like I'm upset because you guys are talking about shit, trying to you're not even speaking the truth about it. Speak the fucking truth.
What did you make for lunch? Why are people still laying in bed and shit at fucking 1 o'clock in the afternoon in your house?
They're not still laying in bed. It's the nap time. It's middle of the afternoon. My child goes to bed between 8 and 9 p.m. So it's the nap time.
What time do most senior citizens take naps?
According to Johns Hopkins Medicine,
he's not taking a goddamn
nap is between 1 and 4 p.m. because of their sleep-wake cycles, says Charlene Gamaldo, MD.
He's about 40 minutes early today, Amber. He's about 40 minutes early on that nap time.
Amber,
so what, my child's a senior citizen? My child's a senior citizen because he's not taking it out. My child's napping.
Deep breath, Amber. Look, if it's just fake internet words, why get so worked up over it? You're tearing up your chat.
Because everybody spreads the fake shit. That's why.
It seems like you like to laugh a lot until, you face the repercussions of your actions.
What repercussions am I facing? The fact that you guys are telling lies and then spreading those lies?
Can I ask?
That's my fault that you're doing that? How is that my fault that you're doing that?
I'll answer that here. I'm going to answer that with this. But listen, how are you the victim when it's like you're actively going around starting shit with like Big T and starting shit?
I'm not actively doing anything. I'm responding to what she said about me.
Like you came to Skelly and I like asking me to like go after this person for like, whatever reason.
You were already going after the person. I just said, hey, hit her where it hurts.
Amber, listen. Obviously, your family's struggling to sleep at nighttime because you're screaming all night on the phone. So now they're having to sleep through lunch and shit before you make some processed lunch.
You already on your stream the other night. No, the other day on your stream, you even acknowledged the fact that I go out and sit in my car, unlight control. So what are you, a fucking flip-flopping fucking idiot?
That's a classic. It's fucking tonic, dude.
First things first, let's put on pajamas. They're so comfy, it's downright bananas. 1, 2, 3, let's put
How old's your lover, by the way? We didn't really touch base on that.
Amber, it's time for bed. Go put on your PJs. I know you wear a muumuu all day, but that's fine.
Quit being a creep. Quit being a creep.
Wait, Amber, did you ask a bunch of us to attack a methadone clinic?
I said if you want to hit her where it hurts, hit her methadone clinic. Yeah, I didn't ask you to do anything. I gave you a suggestion. There's a big difference.
If you want to hit Amber where it hurts, put something in her front yard for her husband to trip over.
I mean, are you guys like mentally challenged because you both have asked me this question probably 15 to 20 times? How are you not able to remember the answer? How are you not able to remember what I said? I'm not. I'm angry because of the other shit you guys keep doing. But I'm asking you, are you guys mentally challenged? Because for some reason, you cannot remember the answer after 20 times of asking me the same question.
Oh, shout out Courtney Neats in the chat. Courtney, did you know she killed a puppy?
No, I didn't kill a puppy. Thank you.
Well, you let a puppy perish because you couldn't be bothered to get it food.
I didn't let a puppy perish. Again, you're spreading false narratives. You're spreading false narratives. You're twisting shit and spreading false narratives. Why do you feel the need to do that?
Well, tell us the real narrative.
Does it make you feel good inside? Does it make you feel better? Does it make you feel better to try and get people to attack me over something that's not true?
You're such a hypocrite, Amber. Amber, how can you say that? How can you say that? Like, come on, like you're making.
Obviously, no, stop. You guys have seen the condition of her car. Yeah. She went and got the puppy. She bragged about it. She put the puppy inside the car. She sat on the puppy.
Ooh. Oh my God. That's the story. I didn't hear that.
No, I didn't.
She told us.
Skelly, why don't you want to talk about how you made out with your fucking dude best friend and how you're actually a faggot? Let's talk about that.
Whoa. Wait.
Well, so you know what? Listen, I think a faggot couple could better care.
No, let's talk about why you and 24 Eyes don't actually talk anymore. Let's talk about the real reason. Let's do that.
We'll talk about it.
I love that. The chat.
I don't know the full story. But I know that he's upset that you started making out with another dude, and so he got upset. You're cheating on him. So
all right, hey, how many of those rocks in your front yard do we have to flip over before we find the grave of the puppy?
I'm sorry. What you like dick? What?
Can I just say that I love that there's infighting in the chat. We have complete internet blood sports on the panel. Life is fucking good right now. This is fucking based as fuck. Amber, you told us that a crackhead stole the puppy and let it run out into the night because you couldn't.
No, I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that.
Okay, so what did you say then?
I never said a crackhead. You guys said
wouldn't it be so much
easier
if you would have just walked out in the front yard 45 minutes ago and showed your yard?
Somebody lies about
we can't talk about the yard?
Share that with the next time you tell the story. You're now sharing pieces of information that aren't true because you believe something somebody else said previously about that.
Well, I just heard somebody say you sat on the dog, so the narrative changed once again.
I know it's constantly changing, but I have said what happened several times.
Amber, can we just ask you one question? In 2024, can you give me an honest answer? Do you believe that puppy's still breathing?
My honest answer, I hope so, but I have no idea. I if nobody got the puppy, then no, it probably did not survive.
Okay, and with that being said, I just need you to know you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do will be held against you on the court of law. You know, have you looked into an attorney on puppy abuse? Amber, like, why do you care more about highlighting comments than talking about this puppy? You were just
because when you talk, all I hear is wah 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 wah. So when you talk, I'm not even listening because you're just talking out of your ass. That's why.
So you
the dog went inside your ass and couldn't breathe. That's what we're trying to figure out. Why do you quit muting yourself? You're not allowed to mute yourself. Just stop
I know you're
yourself.
a faggot. That's why you talk about things going into asses all the time.
Listen, leave my sexual preference alone. Quit muting yourself, Amber. She's literally sitting on the couch with her child right next to her talking about asses.
No, I'm
Quit muting yourself.
not.
Stop muting yourself.
Stop saying that. Stop saying that. That is not the truth. I can mute my motherfucking stream if I want to, you fucking disgusting fucking freak. Shut the fuck up.
Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Come on, namaste.
Mute yourself.
Tell Courtney the full puppy story. Everybody will be quiet. So that
I'm not going to do that right now. That's not what this is about. I'm not going to do that. I've said it enough.
Well, that leaves people to believe that you killed the puppy then. If you're not going to like openly just talk about it.
She's muted right now. Hold on. Wait till she's done muting.
Yeah, no worries. But the comments, they get highlighted still.
You're right, because I can't hear what's going on even though I'm muted. So go ahead. Don't speak do not speak about anything, I guess, until I'm unmuted.
That's a good No Doubt song. Don't speak. I know just what you... Come on, talk about the puppy. Is she muted again? Well, I hope you guys are having a kick-ass fucking New Year's. This is fucking amazing.
Amber does this every single day. She tries to come in my chat. I can't see her. I've sit there and unblocked everybody. I don't know how she's
shit about you the whole time. Shut up, crybaby.
Yeah, but then you crawl.
She mutes herself again, dude. Amber, unmute yourself. You know how she won't admit that she's inside the house. She's like made up 4 or 5 different stories about what she's doing right now. You can like I'm wearing nice headphones.
What have I said I was doing? What have I said I was doing? What are the 5 stories that I've made up that I was doing? Please tell me.
Why do you keep yelling? Why do you keep yelling to drown out your background noise?
What are the 5 things? What are the 5 things that I said I was doing?
Until you mute yourself.
What are the 5 things that I said I was doing? If you're gonna accuse somebody, if you're gonna say that shit, tell me. What are the 5 things that I said I was doing that I lied about? Please tell me.
Mute. She immediately mutes herself.
So you're not gonna tell me because you can't tell me because you just lied, or you're just not gonna, you're just gonna fucking sit there and fucking be retarded.
Well, I'm retarded all the time. That's kind of like my shtick. So you should just learn to accept that.
Dude, one time I got her, like, I got off work early. I came and I sat down, and she was on here with one dude, and like she was just like rambling like crazy, and I got her to go outside at like 2:45 in the morning and do handstands. And believe it or not, this big bitch can do a handstand up against the wall.
Listen,
that's
you want to talk your shit, but that was actually a fun fucking shit. I had a blast. I was just fucking joking around, goofing off. You didn't make me do anything. I was just just chill.
I'm just saying. Remember,
I know you're fake. I know you're fake.
I'm just saying. Remember when you could go out in your front yard and you didn't have tripping hazards, and you could do shit like that? Like now, it's fucked up out there.
I'm kind of concerned about your child and like your drug use because like the timelines, like you weren't like doing drugs when you were pregnant.
I'm literally gonna give you guys like another minute and then I'm done because I'm over this.
Because your kid has been begging for your attention for the last hour as you continually mute yourself.
My kid is napping. You fucking mentally challenged.
Where are you at? Where are you at?
You need to shut the fuck up. You need to shut up. You need to shut up. You need to shut up.
You're inside the house screaming.
Let's talk about your small penis. Let's talk about your small penis. Let's talk about your private stuff. Let's go ahead. Let's do it.
Now my dick. Like
I know you have a small penis. The way you act, you have a small penis. It's just a given. Hands down, you have a small penis.
A house? Like, I don't get it. All I've wanted to do is talk about your landscaping.
I want to know the lore. She won't tell us about the puppy. She won't tell us about, like, her drug use. And then she's like, oh, well, it didn't happen. But yet
I've told you all about all of that. But it doesn't fucking matter. You still go with your own twisted fucking narratives. I'm not going to do it again.
How's college going?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to ask her about the puppy. There's people in the chat that haven't heard the story, and you're telling me that my narrative's wrong, So why don't you tell everybody the correct narrative that led to the demise of the puppy?
When she's done addressing her child and comes off of mute, she will.
I'm not like trying to like, get you to repeat a story.
So you have like 30. You have 30 more seconds. Is that what you guys want to finish with? Is that what's up?
Yeah, tell us the puppy story, unless somebody else has something.
Amber, literally nobody cares except for the puppy shit right now. Like literally, like everybody would just drop off panel. You'd be over here with like 10 people. Like nobody cares. They want to know. Like, because now it's weird that you said Oreo was fine and you know what happened, and now you're saying you're just not sure if the puppy's still breathing.
Oh shit, William Glory Hole's in chat. That's what's up.
What up, William? Yeah, she's on mute. Hold on, she's handling her kid.
Let's do her job. Shout out to everybody that's awesome in chat. Lavish Cope Dinner, Courtney, Chicken Cakes. I don't know you, but chill. Thanks for
Because
coming
you
out.
are doing my job. You gave me shit earlier for paying attention to chat. I'm finished with all of you guys. Thank you all for joining my panel, but I'm going to remove you guys now. Thank you. I appreciate you for joining.
She's finally, 12 hours. She's finally going to go spend time with the fam. What are you going to make, some macaroni and cheese? Huh?
I didn't call you any names, Amber. I actually was just asking questions. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
I've answered them a million times over,
Yeah,
and I don't know if you're being serious or not right now, but I appreciate that. But yeah,
I just want people to know the Amber lore. That's all I'm looking for. You have a bunch of people in your chat, and you can clear the air and let everybody.
But the majority of them know what happened, and it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah,
so
Amber, just look at the chat. Everybody's saying talk about the puppy. So a lot of people don't know. I understand where you're coming from. This is a stressful fucking event. Like, you're talking about a dead puppy. Like, I understand, but like,
you don't know if the puppy's dead. That's my point. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore. I'm over it. It's the past. It doesn't matter. People are gonna say what they want to say. So
no, I get that, but puppies always matter, bud. Animals will always matter, especially on the internet. People get really mad.
Yeah, they will. And you know what? And I get threats constantly because people want to keep spreading this lie that I killed a puppy, because there are people out there that will go and hurt other people over animal abuse, but you guys don't care about that. You guys don't care about that. You guys care about spreading the not truth because it sounds better.
You can ask anybody that knows me. I care very much so about animals. So tell everybody right here, just deep breaths. Again, namaste. Take it easy. Nobody
I've already said it a million times.
No, but you haven't though. I just heard somebody say that you sat on the dog and you didn't like disagree. So like now is like, this is all I'm trying to figure out.
I didn't disagree because it doesn't matter. They know. Skelly knows the story. He knows what happened, and he's still gonna tell you that I sat on the puppy.
Yeah, but see, like Courtney says, Amber, go ahead, tell the story. Let's naked public announcement now.
But I keep having to do this, and I shouldn't.
Yeah, but it's important because puppies matter, bro. That's like, at the end of the day, like I like to dick around and have a fun time on the internet and call people retards and faggots just like the next guy. But like, when an animal's life is at risk, I get offended by it and I will try and stop or do anything I can to help said animal. And you have a lot of people that feel the same way.
I never even left with the puppy. I never even had the puppy in my own. It had nothing to do with me.
All you have to do is just tell everybody right now while you sit here. Like, you're going over every reason why you don't want to talk about it, and you're saying more by not saying anything. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, but so you're gonna tell me then. I'm gonna say this one more fucking time. And you're gonna tell me that you're not gonna spread something that I didn't say.
Show me where I've spread any false narratives about the puppy story anywhere, and then I will apologize and say I was wrong, because I haven't.
No. I'm going to say this one. This is the last time I'm going to say
it. Been a video where I've been like, "Oh, this crazy bitch is on the internet killing puppies." No, I want to know. So tell everybody. See, look at Courtney just paid you.
Thank you for the donation.
I'm going to dip out so you can do it without there being an interruption and people can hear the actual story, because I have a big.
I would like you to be up here. I'd like you to be up here while I tell it, so that I know that you heard the story, that what happened.
I'll be quiet. I'm going to mute myself then.
Okay, so I previously lived in an apartment complex, and I had a downstairs neighbor. She was pretty cool. I thought, we got pretty close. I was downstairs visiting her one day, and one of her friends came over with a puppy. and I fell in love with the puppy, and I paid for the puppy. But at that point, I hadn't told anybody. I didn't have, my house wasn't prepared for a puppy. I didn't tell my old man I was going to bring a puppy. I had a 2-year-old. I needed to make my house ready to have a puppy and to let my old man know I was bringing a puppy home.
Make a puppy.
So I asked my friend, at the time my friend, not my friend anymore, I asked her if she could keep the puppy overnight. Well, I went and got food and everything that I needed for a puppy and let my old man know that I'm bringing a puppy home. I asked if, and she has her own dog, so I asked if she could keep the puppy overnight. So at this point, this was like early afternoon, I stayed there bonded with the puppy until like fucking 9 or 10 at night. And then so I left, and the next morning when I came back, it was like 8 or 9 in the morning to get the puppy. I was like, where's the puppy at? And she told me that because the puppy shit on her floor 2 times, she put the puppy outside and didn't go back and check on the puppy. I raged. I started destroying shit in her fucking apartment, and then I was like, wait a minute. And I walked for miles out, like in the vicinity, like miles. I walked trying to see if the puppy was just somewhere, and I looked around the whole apartment complex. I knocked on all the neighbors' doors. I put up flyers. I joined every Facebook group I could think of. Even I downloaded the neighborhood like app.
Wait, all right. You're adding a bunch of extra stuff. Wait, let me ask you a question. You said you lived upstairs from the person, correct?
No.
Did I hear you say that?
At the time, so I was just saying I lived in the apartment complex. I had a downstairs neighbor. I had already been moved out of the apartment complex, but I went over to go visit her.
I heard you say that you lived upstairs from them during that story.
No, I was just saying that that's how I met her. I used to live in the apartment complex.
Fine. Move past that. But all right. So I understand all of that about having to set up and get ready for the puppy. But like, why would you just leave the puppy overnight? So like when I go to buy a TV, a dog, anything, I'm usually like, even if it's like a spur of the moment thing, like say I'm going to go out to Walmart and I come home with a fucking new stereo system, I would bring it home with me. I wouldn't leave it for somebody else to care for, especially a living thing. And then like be like, I have to get this. Well, why'd you buy it then?
I still had to let my old man know I was bringing a puppy home.
Yeah, but you.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't want to take my puppy to my house with a 2-year-old that who knows what plays rough with him or anything. I don't know. You know, I needed pee pad. I needed everything. Like, there's no. How does that not make sense rationally? Like, just take the puppy to a place where there's no bed, no nothing, no food, no nothing.
Versus it dying.
It doesn't seem like it makes a lot of sense for you to buy a puppy and not be prepared for it and then be like, I consciously bought this puppy.
How do you prepare for something you don't know you're going to get?
You don't buy it then. You don't, if you are uncertain that you can't.
You're right. I should have just let her take the dog somewhere else and who knows what with the dog. You're right. I should have just done that.
I mean, that's what happened essentially anyways. I don't know. How much did you pay for the dog?
Listen, I said the story. I said what happened. You're just trying to find other reasons to find something negative about it.
I mean, I can't really find anything else more negative than a puppy dying. I mean, I don't really have to find anything else. Like, I wouldn't buy a dog.
So you're still going to go with that? You're still going to go with the fact the puppy died?
I don't think that you purposefully killed the dog. No, I won't say that. Like, but you were still somebody that was responsible for the death of the dog because you should have just not have purchased the dog or left it in the care of a crackhead. Like, you can tell me I'm a bad person and all this shit and all that other stuff, but at the end of the day, I would never just buy a dog and be like,
you're still spreading false narratives. Why are you saying crackhead? Like, you're spreading more false narratives.
Didn't you say that they did?
No, I did not. I, at the time, made the decision that I thought was best, given that she had her own puppy and food and all that.
You killed the puppy. Wait, let me ask my questions, because I don't think you killed the puppy. But again, if you had a kid, would you leave said kid with somebody that you like? You said in the beginning of the story they were a drug addict. They had a drug problem. You said this.
I did not say that. I did not say that at all.
I'm not pulling this narrative out of nowhere, Amber. I'm not.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Rewind it. You show me where I said that. I didn't mention it at all.
Didn't mention drugs at all.
No, you definitely did. So, all right, fine.
No,
that's
I didn't.
Fine. Okay, but still, would you leave something that like you loved and bonded with just some?
No, I don't buy kids and just leave them randomly at places. So no, that's not even a comparison.
So how much did you pay for the dog? Because none of this adds up to me, honestly.
I don't. How does it not add up?
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about. So it doesn't matter if I say what happened. You guys are still going to run your own narrative. So thank you for proving my point.
No, but other people are saying in chat that you did say in the past the person was a junkie. I'm not pulling that narrative out of nowhere.
No, I didn't. I said now later on finding out she had mental issues. I didn't know at the time. That has nothing to do with drugs. It has to do with mental issues.
See, when you do that, you're pushing the goalpost even further. When you say things like she's got mental issues, I'm asking you if she has.
But I didn't know that at the time. So
you got Oreo off the meth deal. See, that's what I was worried about. That's
anyways, that's not the truth. So again, thank you for proving my point. So you have a wonderful day, and thank you for joining my panel.
Hey, I'm good at proving points. You have a great Happy New Year, you weirdo. Like, don't give crackheads puppies, bro. Like, that's your fault. You're responsible. Like, you may not have directly killed the dog, but you were